Hello, this is me, James, and today on Life with James, I'm going to attempt again a lasagna. I say attempt again because I made it a couple of times on this channel with okay results, but last time I made it I didn't film it, but didn't go quite right because I had a bit too many layers in the end. I made a bit of an error in that department, so I'm going to try and get it spot on this time. I'm going to bulk up lots of veg, so it'll have to be quite a few portions as well. So let's get cracking. So as you can see here, I've got the pan ready. So first step to do the first onion, which I will do with my trusty cheese board, which I'm using as a chopping board. So firstly, we'll just chop off the end bit here. Yeah. And then we will peel. Okay, so we've got two bits of onion here. So this bit here, I'm going to chop, so you chop it at the end there, I think. No. Yeah, on that side, yeah, that's it. And here's Voiceover James again, just commentating on the chopping of the onions. I sped up a little bit because the process took 12 minutes. You don't need to see all of that. So, chop the onions. My eyes got very bad. There was lots of healthy tears from the onion. Nothing to worry about, of course. Eyes, you see. Yeah, that's damaged currently. So, ooh. Okay. So here's the next bit of onion being chopped, sliced and diced, of course. Bit of knife action going on there. Turn it round, make the little slits in it, dice it up. There we are. And then it is all done. On to the next. Yes, I want to put two in my lasagna to make it nice. And so the process resumes. Indeed, it does resume, and I can now see that the onion is in the way of the other onion, so you can't really see me chopping it, but you can sort of in a second see the onions just coming into shot there as I chop them and dice them up. And that's the first onion done. And then the next bit. Again. So the final bit here of the onion slicing and dicing. Basically, I've cut out the bit as well where I'm just putting the onion onto the plate, as nothing really needs to be seen of that, to be honest with you. So after this, we will be on to, as you will be able to see, the peppers, I believe. Yes, of course, it's pepper singular. So first you take off the little stem bit, discard it, and then slice, get rid of the seeds, slice again, get rid of some seeds as well, and then you can see all the seeds there. So get rid of that little section there, where most of the seeds are, and then you begin to chop. Slice it all there. That goes onto the plate over where all the veg are. Slice it again there, back onto the plate, then slice that bit. On it goes again, then slice again, and again. Final bit you just chop up like that, and then you finish. Now while I'm doing the veg, it's a good time to get the heat going on the pan because it will take a few minutes to heat up. So just going to pour a little bit of oil in there and swivel it around a little bit. It's currently heating the oil on number 5 to get the oil nice and hot, and I'll turn it down to number 2 for the veg in a few moments' time. And here we have the carrots. So he's going to give these a nice little chop. Oh, well, that's been followed onto the floor, so that's going to go into the bin really. That's a pain, never mind. Have to be more careful with chopping it. It's not too vigorous, they tend to fall, that's the problem. Anyway, carrot, more carrot. Chop, chop, all the way to the ends. All the way to the ends. that's one bit done. So on it goes to the plate as well. All the veg, like I'm feeding a small rabbit. And then the next bit of carrots, chop some more. Keep chopping. Oh, it's getting nice and hot now. It's all good. There we are. So, carrots done. So again, time to wash the thingy. I'll drop another one. Oh, annoying. Right, into the bin it goes. And then that's there. So time to washing again. And then onto the celery. I'm going to do the celery and the garlic at the same time. So just pull the end off this celery actually. Chop the little end bit off there. And then here's the first bit of celery. I'm just going to suck through this. Suck through. And there. Brilliant. More brilliant. And that's the celery part number one. It's onto the plate there. And then, oh, there's a little bit more here actually. I'll just use that bit in there as well. This and that. Oh, lovely. Then the next bit will skip. Celery there, on it goes to the plate, and then last bit is the garlic, which we quite simply chop into very small pieces. You can press it or crush it or all sorts, I believe, but this time I'm just going to do it a nice simple little chopping up motion. There we are, with all the garlic. So here's the veg now in the pan. It's making a highly satisfying sizzly noise to show that it's all heating up nicely. I'm going to do this for about 10 to 15 minutes or so to get it nice and soft. Then it's time to add in the mince. Next we add in the mince. Got it on. There we are. Pull off the wrapping paper. There. The mince goes on, and then turn the heat up to number 5. We break up the mince, of course, so break it all up. And then we keep cooking and stirring till this mince goes brown. I like to break it up by doing this with the spoon, just sort of tapping about. Okay, next add in the rest of the ingredients. So, on we go with the passata. Making sure get it out okay, because it's doing 2 different streams, so be very careful with that. Yeah, going everywhere. That's good for the time being. Careful. Get it all out. That is that for passata number 1. Get my fingers there. Right. And then salsa number 2, again be careful squeezing it in case it decides to split. Anything like that, just make sure it's just being stirred a little there too. Oh, the salsa. Brilliant. Nicely stirred in again. Nice little bit of the salsa. Then we have a bit of oregano. of cinnamon, like so, nutmeg, like that, bit of mixed herbs, and a bit of thyme, and a bit of salt, and a stock cube. Now I'm not going to boil that in a kettle this time because there should be enough liquid to dissolve it. Anyway, what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to add a splash of balsamic vinegar into it too. So use the water contact a little bit more. There we are. So we're now going to mix this all in together, and we are going to wait for it to come to water. Pretty much already has. Give it another minute just to come fully there. And then we're going to turn it down to medium heat and cook for 30 minutes rather. Just speeding up this bit as well, where I'm just spooning in the meaty sauce. The first layer goes on. I also changed spoons, so I was using a slotted spoon. I should have been using a more regular spoon without slots in it. Then another layer of meat sauce on top of the layer of lasagna sheets, and more lasagna sheets, and more meat sauce, and then you spread it out a bit, and that's there. Now I'm not going to put it in the oven just yet because I've got my acting class at 6:30. It's got to go around 45 minutes, so what I'm going to do is get it done at the moment, and it's heavy. And just pop in the after act, which finished at 8:30, so I'll get it ready about 9ish. Oh yeah, need more sheets first before I put the sauce. I made that mistake before, so 2 more sheets like this, and then you pour on the sauce. Now you're supposed to really put a little bit of the sauce on the first layer, because I've only got the 1 jar and I don't use very much. I tried that once, it didn't really work, so I'm just gonna pour it on like this. Then put it all on, and that's done. Give it a shake. Put that into the bin, and then I need another spoon now. Just sort of give it a bit of a spread, like so. And there's a message from somebody. I wonder what it's about. I will find out. Oh, another one. Okay, so there is the sauce. We'll speed up this bit too, which is just me adding on the mozzarella to the final sauce. So just peeling bits off and putting them on. Trying to make it as neat as possible, not really succeeding. And that is a final layer of the lasagna. A nice ball of mozzarella. And it's very wet mozzarella. You have to make sure you squeeze it out in the sink before you do anything really. It can be a bit messy. The oven is on. Lasagna is ready to go in. So we are going to first open the oven. Pick up the lasagna. And then place it into the oven, like so. And then we close the oven and we wait. And here we have the completed lasagna. Looks a little bit tanned maybe, but not too bad. Nicely presented, I think. Could be better, but definitely could be worse. Probably maybe one of the better ones that I've done so far. And here it is, plated up and ready to eat. So, having now eaten the lasagna, I can confirm I did enjoy eating it, and I will look forward to having more helpings of it over the next couple of days or so. Thank you again for watching Life with James, and I hope you have a fantastic day and many more days ahead. Goodbye.